Hello, hello, hello. I apologize for the long startup screen. But it's time. Today is the day it all comes to an end. Today is the day we slay a god. Today is the day we put an end to the reign of Zanza. And we bring peace to the two titans. Well then, shall we begin? Here we go. We've done everything I wanted to do. Just about every problem we've gone and we've solved. Unlocked all the skills that we wanted. And this is it. Here we go. As for who I'm taking with me, I'm going to begin with the party of Shulk, Fiora, and Dunban. This is the party that I will begin with. After a little while, I will change it up. And then again, as I see fit. Here we go. Once we enter this teleporter, it is the point of no return.
I can sense Dixon. We must be near the top. If we proceed from here, we will be unable to return. Are you ready to go on?
That we are.
Yes, I'm ready.
The end of our journey begins.
Aren't you scared?
I would be lying if I said no. But still, we must go on.
Agreed. We know what we're fighting for.
We decided ages ago.
Dunban?
Oh, sorry. I just got caught up in the moment.
Come on, Dunban.
Right, let's go. Time to seize our destiny.
Obligatory anime sketch. Welcome to the stream. How you doing today?
We can't hold out any longer!
Stop complaining. We're not the only ones fighting. Believe in Shulk and the others. We will defend this place until they get back. That's the plan, so stick to it.
Understood. Ah! 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 That faced Mekon.
They're on our side now. There used to be Homs, all of them. They may look different, but they all want the same thing as us. Juju, let's go.
All right.
Here we are. You doing alright? That's good to hear. Hope you're doing well. I am doing well, thank you. Here we go. No way back. This is it. Final climb up above. We're mighty high up now.
Dixon!
Kept me waiting a while, Shulk.
Waiting? For us to fight you?
Yeah, that's what it's come to. Or will you just shut up and let me kill you?
We'll never do that.
Just as I expected. Wouldn't have it any other way. I've been working for Lord Zanza since the beginning. I raised you purely so he could live on.
I know. And I must thank you for granting me such power. It's all down to you that I'm standing here, ready for you now.
Enough talk, boy.
Dixon! If you're so determined to stop us, then we will kill you!
An obstacle in our path. Insightful Dixon. Oh, I did not realize how over-leveled we were for this. Oops. This fight's supposed to probably go on a bit longer. Do we even need a... Nope.
This is getting boring. You worms are no match for me. I see you've inherited Mayneth's power.
Not her power.
Huh?
I've inherited her memories. That's why I fight you.
Fiora!
Memories, huh? And what good are those meant to be? Can't use memories to kill anyone.
Why are you fighting? You're helping Zanza to create a world where nothing exists. What could you possibly hope to get out of it?
Only those with power have the right to decide such things.
You're wrong.
Zanza just tells me where to fight and I fight. And that's how I like it.
Is that your reason for fighting?
It's the only reason.
Mayneth wished for a world where the peoples of Bionis and Mechonis could live hand in hand. You will never get away with this!
Is that right? Then what are you gonna do about it? In that feeble body? That body doesn't have a Monado anymore. Who knows how much life it's got in it? Hey, better say goodbyes.
It can't be.
I'm fine. I'll carry on fighting beside you until the very end.
Fiora!
Well then, we better make this quick. What's that? Little boy lost his Monado and can't do a thing without it.
Be careful!
Well, you can't. It's time to learn your place.
Melia! Stand up, Fiora! Did you not say that you wanted to be with Shulk? Do not throw your life away for this scoundrel!
She's right. You have to take what you want. There's no point in dying.
You're nothing.
Shulk, show him what you're made of. Come on, man. You don't need the Monado to take down this piece of scum.
No, Ricky, no. Ricky, no Shulk brave. Ricky want to see the old Shulk. Shulk is real Heropon.
Shulk! Real power comes from within! Believe in your own true strength, Shulk!
Everyone.
Shulk. It's time, Shulk. Let's finish this.
I will not fail. With your faith in me and our strength combined, we can do this.
Sir, you ever gonna make this worth my while? Huh? Can't be. That power.
Here we go. Saw someone streaming this and they said that 7 is a spoiler in and of itself because it reveals that there's a 7th member. I feel like the game makes it pretty obvious that there's a 7th member based on simply the way that they organize the menus. There's a gap for each of the party members in the menu itself already. I don't think it's too big of a spoiler. Now, saying who it is a spoiler. But no, I don't think saying 7 is a spoiler. The whole reason why you say 7 is because it's pretty obvious that there's a 7th party member, you just don't know who it is. And just like he did to us, I'll backstab.
How is it possible without the Monado?
Face me! Stand and fight!
Still got some fight in you then. I'm done. I'm going home.
Dixon!
I just wanted the power of a god. This martyr stuff's not for me. Go! I ain't gonna risk my life to stop ya.
Get back here! You expect us to let you go? What?
Enough. It's Zanza we're after, not him.
Okay.
Damn. How'd that kid get so strong? I ain't gonna let you see me die. I won't give you the satisfaction of victory. See ya, kid. Looks like the student finally surpassed the teacher.
Shulk. His wounds.
Why? Why can I not see any further? Now that I possess both Monados, I should be at one with the passage of fate. Why does the vision end here? Huh? So Dixon has passed. Lorithia too. How can this be? Are Telethia growing weak? How could they be defeated by such worthless mortals?
This world belongs to you all. Create a world with no need for gods.
A world that has no need for gods. There is no world without a god. This world belongs to me!
Where are we?
What happened? At nighttime. Is Ricky have bad dream?
Look down. Look at all the stars.
We're not on Bionis anymore. There's no land or sea either.
And after all this time, Dixon passes. We need to choose to rearrange the party here. I felt that Dunvan should be involved with Dixon's final battle. Now, I think it's Rhine's turn to join us. Have the original trio together for a little while. And also, we're in space. This is Saturn. I'm gonna steal a bit of a line from Chugga Conroy here, and this game truly does mean if you can see it, you can go to it. You go over all the Titans, and even into space. It's incredible. Particularly around the orbit of Saturn. Yeah, just about, yeah. But just look at this. You're standing on the rings. And it's beautiful. Also, wasn't really sure how to feel about the take. I mean, my first playthrough, I didn't even realize there were 7 slots in the party list, but it was also, yeah. I mean, I could even argue that I felt like there was going to be 8 the first time around, due to simply, if I think it made it a little more clear that it was going to be specifically 7 in the Wii version, but at least with like this UI, I could argue that you could fit an 8th member in this, just due to the spacing. But I don't know. Regardless, if 7 even is going to be considered a spoiler, I don't think it's a huge game-breaking spoiler. Like, oh, I'm gonna get a 7th member. The 8th member is Shulk Sandwich. He just has that one ability from Dixon all the way back at the, like, near the start of the game, where it's just unbeatable 6. It's literally unbeatable. If Shulk can't even eat it, it's just invincible. It can also wield a Monado. But here we are. The spirits of our past foes arrive before us. And the first one,
The enemy's weak.
Mumkar.
Don't drop your guard.
This should be easy.
This won't take long. This is Monado's power. You're not invincible. Monado, enchant.
1, 2, how good is that? I really like our vibe.
Let's show 'em what we got. We got through that pretty good.
Right, let's keep going.
Let's not lose our heads, though.
I remember hearing Dixon say that the Monado had a hidden power. The hidden Monado had a hidden Dixon. The hidden Dixon had a Monado. And here we are. And none other than Jupiter. Stole that from an old YouTube boop to clarify. Fair enough. Man, just look at how pretty this environment is. Look at Jupiter for a moment. For just a moment. I'm gonna go over here. I'm just gonna see what's the. Just look at that. Look at how beautiful this is. And then there's Rhine. And probably Fiora. Oh, and the Monado. Hi there. Just... This is beautiful. Our next opponent... Zord.
But don't drop your guard.
This should be easy.
This won't take long.
Forgot about this, but in the spirit world, Monado armor does not apply. Or excuse me, not Monado armor. Mechon armor
Should be okay if we fight like this.
that requires Monado enchant does not apply. They're mere spirits, after all. I wonder if Xenoblade 3 will integrate interplanetary travel, like there was originally planned to be interplanetary travel for X? Ooh. Something tells me that since it doesn't actually have Xenoblade X in it. Excuse me, since it doesn't actually have Xenoblade X in it, I don't think it will. But that's just me. Look at this. Back on a storage event, yeah. All these places just look amazing. And our next opponent. How fitting for it to be a Telethia.
The enemy's weak, but don't drop your guard.
This should be easy.
This won't take long.
Xenoblade! 1, 2,
Come on.
We win.
Right, let's keep going.
Let's not lose our heads,
Sure.
though.
Okay, okay. I am remembering correctly. Yes, 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 yes. Our final spiritual enemy. But none other than the moon. With Earth. So close, yet so far in the distance. Is Geralt.
The enemy's weak, but don't drop your guard. This won't take long.
This should be easy.
Bring it on. You never stood a chance.
And there we go.
Definitely gotten stronger.
Let's not lose our heads, though.
But we're heading to the final area. There's one thing I want to do. Oh. Shoot, I forgot that activated here.
It's beautiful.
Is that a ball of water?
So, you finally made it, Shulk.
It's you.
What is it, Shulk?
I cannot wait to see which path you choose. Let us meet again after you have made your choice.
Welcome, Shulk. That voice. It's Zanza.
But he looks different.
I had planned to use the body obtained from Shulk as a vessel in which to dwell for the next millennium. However, I came to possess a great and unexpected power.
Mayneth's Monado.
Correct. In addition to my own Monado, which you kept safe for me, I was also able to obtain a second weapon which holds the power of creation. Now I possess all I desire. There is no longer any need for the life of Bionis. I must thank you indeed, Shulk. You were of more use to me than any of my disciples. Now that I have the Monados, I can forgive you your betrayal.
Ha! You gonna give him a reward?
Precisely. I will have him serve as my new disciple. You will be granted eternal life and unimaginable strength. Death will be but a fleeting afterthought.
Are you so arrogant to believe that the High Entia... No. All life on Bionis are nothing but your playthings?
Playthings?
Yes! You don't know how it feels to have slain my brethren after they had transformed into Telethia.
What are you talking about? A Telethia is a High Entia's true form. I did not transform them. I returned them. The Telethia are mere cells from my body. I conferred intelligence upon them on a mistaken whim, creating a primitive life form, the High Entia. They enjoyed a brief existence as sentient beings. For that, they should be grateful.
So this is the arrogance of a creator.
As I planned, the life of Bionis existed simply to serve as my vessels and my food. Bionis is nothing more than an accumulation of their corpses and life energy.
But though you feign omnipotence, the High Entia still confined you to Prison Island. That is how limited you are.
Confined me? I was merely resting there for a while. I was wounded in the battle with Mayneth's vessel. I simply awaited the day when a new vessel, revealed to me in a vision, would be born. Until I was born. Precisely. I intended to inhabit your body and once again do battle with Mayneth. However, I had no idea that I would defeat her so easily.
Mayneth.
You did a great deed in granting me a new Monado. I will gladly take you as my new disciple, Shulk.
Never! I don't want to be your vessel or your disciple. I just want to live my life as a Homs in a world without you.
That is most regrettable. You could have entrusted all to me and attained peace. But perhaps the vision of mortals will ever remain limited. Using one's power to change the world, that is a right possessed only by gods.
Is that why you laid waste to Mechonis?
Of course. Along with the beings called Machina, who followed Mayneth. They had evolved and become insolent under her protection.
So you're saying us Homs are next in line, eh?
You are correct. You yourselves have proven that Homs are a dangerous species. How unfortunate. I had a desire for friendship. But granting intelligence to the lives I created was a mistake. A god should not long for friendship.
You're wrong! Mayneth chose to exist alongside us. She grew to consider us her friends. You should have accepted that. But what you were hoping for was not friendship. You wanted worthless slaves. Our lives as food.
Just as I suspected, it appears that I was mistaken to grant free will. However, all will soon be over. The Telethia will exterminate all life on Bionis. I will then create a new world. Just as I have done many times before.
We will not allow it. We cannot. We will stop you!
Here we go. For our final battle. The party I will choose to bring in is Shulk, Fiora, and Melia. I feel these three have suffered the greatest due to Zanza. I believe that they should be the ones to cut him down. One last check on skills. Okay. This is it. Here we go.
I shall wipe you from this world and bring forth its demise!
Summon Guardian. You suffered the most? They're not locked on, are they? Oh, no, they aren't. Okay, there they are.
It's not possible! How can you read my move? You mere vessels dare to oppose the will of a god? Then I shall obliterate everything with my unimaginable power. Now, behold the true form of a united world!
Phase 2 begins.
Only the divine may shape the future.
Art Telethia. Art Mechon.
Mine is the one true Monado.
One singular being. World reconstruction.
This is the power of a god.
Most impressive. I'm gonna go all out. Let us finish this right now.
You are all doomed. How? How can you have visions? You no longer possess the Monado. I don't know. It comes from the bottom of my heart. It shows me my enemy. It reveals the future I must change.
The future we see is not set in stone. There are infinite possibilities based on the paths we choose. You should be well aware of this notion, for that is how you have always existed.
That is a right for gods, and gods only! Why should we care? What's important isn't whether you can see the future or not. It's the will to make a choice, and the strength to seize your destiny. Our time has come. Our destiny is our own! Can it be? A Monado?
It is not only you that has the right. Every living thing has the freedom to choose the path they walk. And that is the future.
A third Monado has appeared. How can this have happened? You are mere mortals!
Here we go. One more time.
Resistance cannot be permitted. I will destroy you. Impossible. How can such power dwell within you? Mine is the one
World reconstruct once more.
instrument of destruction and rebirth.
The infinite expanse of the sea.
All that is and shall be.
And I think it's fitting to end it all off with a buster.
It cannot be! How? The power of a god cannot be overcome!
Zanza, this is the providence of the world. Even gods are merely beings restricted to the limited power determined by providence. That power, although great, is not unlimited.
That voice! Alvis! How dare you disobey me! Ah!
I am Monado. I was here at the beginning, and I will proclaim the end.
But that's impossible.
Shulk, it is time for you to choose. Does this world belong to Zanza, or does it belong to you?
That is something I decided long ago. That's simple. Today, we use our power to fell a god, and then seize our destiny. All that I am is fading. The memory of a god's existence, born from the chaos of creation. It is vanishing. Where am I?
This is my home.
Your home? Let's begin the experiment. Whose voice was that?
It is Zanza, before he became a god, when he was simply a man of flesh and blood.
No! The results have not been confirmed! It's too dangerous!
And that voice? It's Mayneth. Ridiculous! It's perfectly safe. We are about to bear witness to the birth of a universe. Once, only a god could perform such a miracle. But today, mankind moves one step closer to the divine!
Yes!
It was simple curiosity. The curiosity of a single man that destroyed the universe and created a new one. A new universe. Your world was born. And so, two gods came into existence. Zanza and Mayneth were lonely, so they created life in their own image.
And that was how we were born.
As the world advanced to each further stage, it was inherited by generations of different life forms. But over time, awareness of Zanza faded. Zanza feared this. In order to escape his own annihilation, he wished for a world in a perpetual cycle of destruction and recreation.
Bionis being filled with life. And the Telethia coming to wipe it out. It was all the will of Zanza.
It was. But the truth of the matter is that he longed for friendship.
His future. And our future. It might have been possible. For them to coexist?
Correct. However, that time has passed. The old god was defeated by the new god that he himself created.
New god?
Yes. That is why I appeared before you, Shulk.
Alvis, what are you?
I am the administrative computer of a phase transition experiment facility, but that will mean little to you. To you, I am a machine. That is my original form.
Alvis?
This world is stagnant. It has expired. Therefore, I will ask you, its new god. What is your wish? Will you allow the world to continue to stagnate? Or will you allow it to evolve to the next level? The choice is yours to make.
I don't know. All I wanted to do was stop Zanza having his way, that's all. I cannot be a god.
Too right. You're great and all, but there's no way you're a god.
Everyone.
Look, don't worry, Shulk. None of us want to be gods anyway. And I don't really know what the future holds, but we just want to live our life as it comes.
Eating grub, sleeping, laughing, crying, sometimes arguing. Sounds all right?
Yes, he's right. And being with the ones we love, that's enough. Even so, we change little by little. Every day is a little different from the last. We do not know what the future will hold.
More fun not knowing. Ricky want to have fun.
Life's little surprises are what makes it great. We don't know what's going to happen. It's worrying sometimes, but it's also exciting. Don't you think?
Yeah. Isn't that called progress? Aren't we all continuously evolving? I'm not sure we need a more dramatic change than that.
Yeah. You're right. Little by little. Each day as it comes. That's how we should live. That's our world.
Forgive my presumptuousness, but I recreated their personalities from your consciousness.
Alvis, it sounds like you don't think I can make my own decisions. I'm supposed to be the god.
Apologies. However, I have good reason. This world has little time remaining if left in this state. Have you made your decision? The choice is yours, Creator. Tell me your decision for the future of this world.
I won't decide. The future should be decided by each and every person in the world. And so, what we wish for is a world with no gods.
There we go. The dawn of a new world. Let's see what it brings us.
You idiot! Are you trying to kill me?
I'm really sorry, Colonel.
Sorry? What do you mean, sorry? Squat jumps around the entire colony, 50 laps, now!
Please, Colonel.
Ah, yes. That's excellent. So, you can take the materials to District 4.
The restoration's coming along nicely.
Thanks to Melia and Vinea. The High Entia and Machina have some amazing technology.
We are happy to help. To live alongside one another in harmony. After all, I have no doubt this is what Lady Mayneth and Egil would have wanted.
Hear, hear. And may it last forever.
Dunban,
Fiora, what is it?
have you seen Shulk?
Oh, he just left. I don't know where he's gone, but he was with Ryan and the others.
Okay, thank you.
Fiora?
Yes?
It's nothing. Good luck.
If you're looking for Shulk, he is not here.
Amazing. It's like you've got eyes in the back of your head. What were you looking at? The sea?
I wasn't looking at anything in particular. If anything, Fiora, I was thinking. Thinking about the future that awaits us all.
Wow. You're so much more thoughtful than me.
Really? I don't think so. I was just answering your question.
But I know what you mean. You're right. We've been through a lot.
Yes. We have. I am grateful to all of you. It is because I met you that I experienced so much, and it is the reason I am here now.
Yes. We're happy you're here too. Thanks, Melia. For everything. I'm glad I met you.
And I you.
Yeah. Almost got it.
Ryan! Go, Ryan! Oh, Ricky really hungry!
Put your back into it, Ryan!
What is it?
There we go. Dawn of a new age. Dawn of a new world. This concludes... Well, what mostly concludes. Yes, technically there is still more. It was one of the best stories I've ever seen, let alone in gaming. Reach. 100%. One of the best stories I have seen. I agree with you there. Absolutely amazing game. Also, I forgot that we were 10 levels over. I'm sorry. I totally forgot that everything sits at about level 80 and not at level 90. I'm such an idiot. Oops. I technically did do some of the post-game bosses before fighting the final boss, and actually during post-game, but oh well. That's why my level was a bit high. I felt a little bad because I think you actually said it. Yeah, best battle theme in the game. The battles against Zanza are insane with their themes. You don't hear them anywhere, and it's amazing. Absolutely amazing. It feels like a story that was written by a middle schooler who kind of Xenogears, though. Huh. I still have yet to play Xenogears, so that's gonna have to be something I guess I experience myself. I think it's that big of a deal, gets new stuff sooner. Fair enough. Fair enough. But yeah, that's it. That's the end. This game came out a very, very long time ago in terms of the lifespan of video games. It came out on the Wii and was almost so large that it needed to be put on 2 discs. It was a concept that hadn't exactly been done before. There's been some open world RPGs. There's been some real-time battle stuff, but nothing quite on this scale. Nothing about climbing along the bodies of titans, and if you can see it, you can go to it. Nothing along the lines of a world that is living in almost every sense of the term. I can't think of very many games that legitimately let you go and hit you as hard as that Chapter 1 scene. Nothing hits quite as hard as seeing Fiora die. There's no other game that I've ever seen do that. There's been, of course, that whole, like, the mentor character goes and passes and carry on my journey and stuff like that, which is cool and all, but nothing quite does it like this. And the way that they bring her back as well so that she's not completely dead, that's even better. It's done so well. One of the stuff said, fuck it, put the important Final Fantasy VII era death at the beginning. All the characters have such a good dynamic together as well. Mad props to these wonderful people. Oh my gosh, Monolith Soft is amazing. Absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. Also, they're the copyright holders. Nintendo and Monolith Soft are the copyright holders. That's what that text said. I'm not sure if I'm actually, like, supposed to have dodged out of the way for that one. But here we go. We've unlocked New Game Plus, or we can continue playing. This is where post-game kind of comes into play. To keep it simple, I may visit post-game. I don't think I'll be doing New Game Plus, as it's what we've already kind of done. But New Game Plus allows you to go ahead and carry over levels, arts, equipment, items, stuff like that. But it resets all progress on any sort of quest, story side, or otherwise. Basically, it allows you to kind of mess around with some stuff as if certain events had never happened. Zord gave you a hard time? You want to go and obliterate him at level 99? With anti-mechon weapons and a backslash that'll probably one-shot him? And his next 3 generations? Go ahead. Have fun in New Game Plus. New Game Plus also allows you to do some funky things. For example, use the third Monado, the True Gods Monado, whatever you wish to call it, on Shulk. It also allows you to run around with fashion gear that is previously inaccessible. For example, you can actually overwrite the Monado's look. You can have Shulk actually use his scrap sword the entire game with the fashion gear. There's a few different things that you can do. I personally enjoy going back through it on expert mode, which is something that I decided not to do with this, and like reset everybody's levels back to level 1 and kind of just mess around a little bit with maybe doing some fights a little differently because I don't unlock XYZ art, so let's try this and let's try, you know, it's a different way to experience the game, and it also allows you to play through the game if you just want to go through, just see the story missions, just zoom through the game without having to worry about grinding again if a fight was really hard or something like that for you. Just to go and see the story again. It allows you to do that, which is really nice. Party affinity is also carried over, so that's nice. To say the least. Time to try aggro up Charlotte. I still need to make that build. I really need to do that. Money is carried over key items as they are related to the quest, cannot be carried over. All other items are carried over. Achievements are carried, but achievement trials, the affinity chart, and quests are not carried over. The whole thing with quests basically limits some of the other things because they are related to said quest. You can hold the True Gods Monado. And in subsequent playthroughs, this means in New Game Plus, not if you go and start up an entirely new file. That's different. Only in New Game Plus will he not actually receive the standard Monado. Save here. Save twice. Let's return to the title screen. For our efforts, we get a new title screen. It's nice. Very nice. Future Connected is actually mostly blind for me. I watched the story of cutscenes and it's like 10 minutes of the preview by Honest Arm footage, but that's about it. Ooh, interesting then. Ooh. Very interesting. And that'll be an experience for us to go and show off then, won't it? This game is beautiful, and that goes in a variety of different ways. We gushed about the story. It's a really well-written story. I think that can hook almost anyone. and just keep them there. It's, as I mentioned, the characters have such good dynamic. They're very well written. They all grow and change over the course of the game. We didn't get to see all heart-to-hearts, unfortunately. I did not feel like going and grinding through Affinity. I did the best that I could, but unfortunately it's not enough, I don't think, in one standard normal playthrough, unless you're trying to 100% the game, to go and get all of the heart-to-hearts, all of the Affinity, everything like that. But in what we did see, which was, let's say, a little more than half of them, we got to see some wonderful growth and some very touching moments. And beautiful environments. This game takes you on places that are difficult to even comprehend. I tried to just explain the scale of some of the stuff that we were doing, but I don't think I did it any justice. I don't think there's any way to do it justice with words. You have to see it all. I thought Xenoblade Chronicles 1 is still one of the most ambitious RPGs to date. I agree with that 100%. It is such an amazing and just unique game. Like I said, there's other open world RPGs. They exist, and they're good. And there's other real-time combat things, and they're good. But nothing quite combines the two like this. It's strategy, it's real-time combat, it's open world, it has beautiful music, a beautiful story. Characters that you can sit down and just love. And I haven't even mentioned the voice acting. The voice acting is amazing. Shulk and Rhine, their voices are so good. Ricky, as much of a goofball as he is, he's also done incredibly well. He plays the perfect role of like a team mascot, goofball, comic relief, whatever you want to call it, but also still has his serious moments, and it's performed so well. Fiora does amazing as well, showing just... Oh man. Melia does amazing as well, having still this very high royal feeling, but still very caring and still very able, like just not off-world, still here, still able to be connected with. And Charlotte as well. Charlotte just does, I think, similar to that of Dunban, just does a very good job of playing kind of like a parent to the group. And it's just the maturity, but also still, yet again, not so out there that it makes them stand out from anyone else. The party meshes so well. All the characters are amazing. I talked about the battle system a little bit. Like I said, there's nothing quite like it, but the whole idea that you can play in any way that you wish. The fact that the game says, this character is designed to be this. It does that very well. So if people don't want to go too far out there, do it. You can do whatever. You can go and you can have your Shulk be your DPS like he was meant to be. You can also have your Shulk not be a DPS. If you take control of Shulk, you can have him be a buffer. You can have him be a healer. Just be support. No one says he needs to do damage. You know how much stuff you have? You have Purge. You have Cyclone. You have Eater. Inflicting debuffs on the enemy. You have Heal. You have Break. You have Topple. You have Break, Topple, and Launch. All in a single kit. You don't need to be a damage dealer as Shulk. You can just be support. You aren't limited. You want Fiora to be more ether-based, going and stealing buffs from enemies and buffing herself? You could do that. You want her to be an evasion tank? Have fun, go do that. You want it to be... So many good ways to play different characters. And they can make it so well that you can play however you want. And it's not every game that allows you to do that. Of course, there's stuff that's good and stuff that's not exactly optimal or whatever. You know, I talked about Dunban, Naked Dunban, the meme that he is, actually being the optimal play. You don't have to play him like that. You saw how many of his skills gave him buffs for wearing heavy armor. You can play whatever character however the fuck you want. Pardon my language. Beautifully well designed. There are some things that can be said about it, though. It's not a perfect game. I will not be the first, and I will not be the last to say that. It's not a perfect game. Menuing can get annoying every once in a while. I will admit. There are some times in which it's like, okay. Sometimes navigating these menus is a little difficult. Sometimes it could be a little bit much sometimes, in which it's like, I'm trying to menu, but it's kind of in the middle of like an important story scene and stuff like that. It's not perfect. There's also the whole grinding affinity and stuff like that, which can be rough. But I think everything else still far outclasses it. This game makes me want to play side quests. Very rarely do I pick up a side quest and go, oh, because they do such a good job. There's a reason why I wanted to play so many of the side quests. It shows the lore of the world. There were giants that roamed Bionis. And the only one that we knew of was Zanza, in quotes. We knew nothing of the giants, but we knew that the Felger's tomb was there. We knew that there were all these ancient statues and stuff like that, and we got to go and see some of the history of the land. We also got to see the inner working politics of the land by going and just... Like, it's a meme, I know, I kind of meme it up, but the drug trade side quests, in which the red polynors are being distributed to High India and stuff like that, instead of being used as their standard power source and stuff like that. Amazing. It's just some amazing quests. And the other quests in general, stuff that's like picking up items, going and fighting enemies. Some of them are genuinely just so well done that you won't even notice that you're doing them. Very rarely for those quests did I feel like I actually went too far out of my path. Most of the time you can go and you can run around and you'll pick up items naturally, just for the quests. You'll run around and you'll naturally encounter monsters that you need to fight for the quest. You don't even have to search for them. And while running away is a valid tactic, as the game says, most of the time I think people are going to fight. Simply because the battle system, once you actually figure it out, which happens, I feel, fairly early in the game for most people, everything clicks and you want to fight because it's so well done. And mad props to the battle system for being a battle system that is easy to learn, hard to master. You start off with simple stuff. You learn about positioning, you learn about auto attacks, just some nice and simple stuff. The tutorial is expertly well done. Here's your arts, you auto attack, and your arts charge up over time. Plain and simple. Gives you a battle or two to understand that. Once you got that, then it teaches you about talent arts. Okay, now that you have that, let's go learn about break, topple. Let's learn about daze. Let's learn about auras. It does such a good job of stacking up your arts little by little that you're learning a ton without even realizing it. You're learning how to topple lock enemies without even recognizing that you're topple locking until you sit there and complete a battle and realize, was he toppled the whole time? And it's so well done because it sneaks up on you. You don't even realize what you're doing until you do it. And that's amazing because it means that everything's so, like, just intuitive. And it's very well done in this game. This game is the least ambitious of all the Xeno franchise to date. Yeah, and that's incredible. The fact that this game would be considered the least ambitious. It shows how refined and sharp every aspect ended up being altogether, yes. And ever since Xenoblade Chronicles 1, the only games that haven't felt shallow to me by comparison are other Monolith Soft titles. Yeah. Nothing quite sits on the same level. It's truly unique. I mean, look at what we're seeing right now. This is a land of mechanical creatures that sits inside the chest of a titan that is also mechanical, who went to war with another titan that has people living on it. That is a titan of organic biological life, as opposed to a mechanical sentience. It is amazing. Absolutely amazing. This game also just holds a very special place in my heart. It's a game that I bonded with my closest friend. We bonded very early on, but I think we truly bonded when we experienced this game. It just has an impact. I don't know how to describe this. It has an impact that I can't even put into words. I don't think it can be represented. I think it can be shown. See, a lot of the content creators who play this game, they all swear by it. Take, for example, Chugga Conroy, which I'm sure is a lot of people's introduction to it. Just does such a good job of going and explaining everything because he wanted to leave no stone unturned because this game is too amazing to go and leave a stone unturned. Like Chronicles 1 saved me, I'll be forever grateful. It truly has that effect. I don't mean to, like... Hopefully I'm not undermining you when I say that. Like, it truly has such a powerful effect on people. And it's amazing. Look at the community that it generates. I say we. I don't know, I guess I'm in the community. But this community, it's absolutely amazing. This game has such an effect that it creates an entire community who wants to simply spread just the joys of this game. And it wants to spread it so much that we create freaking terms to go and avoid spoilers. We call party members by numbers instead of names to avoid spoiling anything. Fiora is 7. Everybody just calls her 7. And if you know, you've played the game before, you know that party member number 7 is Fiora. Great, you can totally follow along in the conversation. You walk into this conversation without knowing who's number 7 is yet? Nothing is spoiled. Xenoblade Chronicles 2. I know it's not the most loved out of all of them, but it's still a good example. Numa exists. But here we are with the community calling her coffee with milk. So if you don't know, if you're coming in completely blind, you don't get spoiled. It's it creates, I don't know, it creates this wonderful effect on people, and it's one that can't be put into words. It can only be seen, I think. It can only be experienced yourself. Genuinely, I could highly recommend, I don't normally say this because a lot of stuff can be a little iffy, but genuinely check out stuff like the Reddit for Xenoblade. It's 99% of it, it's people just having a good time. One of the mega threads that I always enjoy kind of looking at because of the debates that go on in it is the play order for the games. And the general consensus is, you play how you want. I love looking at people going and speaking about, here's why you should play this one first, and here's why you should play this one second. Simply because they think that that's the way that they enjoyed it the most. And they simply want others to enjoy it just as well. This isn't a way to say that I'm better or you're worse. It's people having a genuine debate. And it's amazing to see. Even just look at the memes. It's... Some of the memes, they're so stupid. I'm sorry, they're so stupid. Shulk not being able to eat his sandwich. It's such a stupid meme. But it has persisted since the original release of the game. And it's just an amazing inside joke now. It's one of those things in which it's just, if you know, you know. It's amazing. There's poor Melia. You know, her story is amazing, and it really puts a dark side to a character, just knowing how much that she's gone through. But everyone still jokes about Monolith Soft just hates Melia, and poor Melia, and all stuff like that. It's just... I don't know, it's a community that just enjoys the game for the sake of enjoying it. And I don't know, it's just... It's unique. There are other games like it, but... No, I feel like this one is... just... one that hits the hardest, you know? I don't know if that's quite the right way to phrase that, but... it's just... truly, truly unique. It's so ambitious. Look at shots like that. Beautiful. Absolutely amazing. Just plain amazing. I can't put my thoughts into words. I'm sorry. It's just... I don't know. Amazing. Just amazing. Like I said before, this game holds a very special place in my heart. Can't put my thoughts into words. After 20 minutes of putting thoughts into words. Yeah, but it was mostly me just going, amazing, like, for 20 minutes. It just... there's so much more that I want to say, but I can't describe it. This game will always have a special place in my heart. It's done a lot for me. It's done a lot for other people. It, I don't know, it can never truly be replaced. It can never be replaced. The series as a whole is very, very special. And it's shown, like we've been talking about for the last 20 minutes, just throughout everything. The art, the gameplay, the story, the music, the voice acting, the community. It's all amazing. So to the team that poured their hearts and souls into this game and all the other games on the series, I'm blessed Tetsuya Takahashi, an unadulterated madman. Reach. To all the wonderful people who poured heart and soul, blood, sweat, and tears into this thing, and all the games in this series, you all are absolute legends. And I thank you for the wonderful things that you have done. Man. Okay, I've been gushing about this game for like 30 minutes. I can never truly stop, but I'll call it there. What to do now, huh? Like I did say, I joined that, vastly over-leveled. Therapy session officially concluded. Oh, man. Oh, man. Yeah, I am very happy that I got to play this on stream. This was nice. I know I didn't 100% the game. That's because I don't know. I can't be a Chugga. I can't be a Chugga Conroy. I love his stuff, but I can't be him. It's not my place, and it's definitely not within my power. So I decided I'd show what I felt was the most significant. Get through what I could. Some stuff that I definitely did. Made it through to the end. There's only one person like you, and that's yourself. That is the truth. That is the truth. So I hope I made this unique enough. I was very heavily inspired. I will not lie about that, but that inspiration started many, 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 many years ago. Way, way back. And I like to think I've only just begun. Now then, let's get to the fun part. Numbers! I've mentioned some numbers before, such as equations for calculating damage, equations for accuracy, level differences, yada yada yada. There's some things in the ending that I did not talk about. For example, the true level of Zanza. When I say we were over-leveled... Like, don't go to sleep on me. I was very over-leveled. When did I walk into hell again? Don't worry, I make numbers fun. At least I try to. Zanza's first form is 11 level. Why did I say 19? Is 11 levels below us at level 81. The question marks with the red is simply... it's false. It's 81. That's why none of his attacks hit us. I felt a little bad that we didn't get a single vision. And that we didn't get to also extend the wonderful themes there. His second phase is level 82. A whole 10 levels below us instead of 11. His third form is also 82. Which means his attacks, his physical attacks, such as the Bionis and the Mechonis Busters, had a minus 200 accuracy penalty, and his Ether attacks had a minus 110 accuracy penalty. Oof. I was overleveled. Felt good for a minute to go ahead and switch those numbers from negative to positive on my side and to negative on the enemy side. It felt good for a minute after dealing with the opposite for so long. But then we also got through those fights in a matter of like literally 10 minutes. So it was a little bit awkward. Oh well. Believe it or not, the man himself actually has no physical or ether defense in all 3 of his forms. All your damage is raw damage. No resistance. The cutscenes were like 50 minutes, so I said if... You ever played this with people who have not played an RPG, especially a Xenoblade one? I once had a stream that was only 1 hour of actual gameplay and 3 hours of cutscenes. Somebody joined in, saw my notes that I don't talk during cutscenes unless it's like, I don't know, like something I feel like I really need to say. I try not to talk during like very heavy story cutscenes, so that people who want to hear the story can actually hear it. So, for the most part, I felt a little bad after that stream, because I was like, that was just 3 hours of me sitting there and doing nothing, just watching cutscenes. But I mean, like, it's part of the game. I told the guy to go look up Xenoblade the movie. He's like, why is this a 14-hour video? And I'm like, that's all the... Starts popcorn stream. That was essentially what a couple streams were, because it was just a very heavy cutscene sort of thing. And I don't blame it. Cutscenes are well done. I think they're very well done. Not everything needs to be done by mashing A. Not everything needs to be done by battling 50,000 tiny little enemies, and I think it's well done. I think it is very well done. Yeah, it is funny sometimes when people go and like, how long is this game? And I'm like, well, oh, the original was 10 hours, but it adds the hours of Future Connected. Okay, yeah. But still, it's 10 hours. That's, hold on, I remember something about this. You could sit down and you could binge all of the Avengers movies, and it would be roughly the length of watching all of the cutscenes in Xenoblade Chronicles 1. Not including Future Connected. Like, that's the scale of this. And it's all voice acted. It's all animated. And even when it does flashbacks, it remembers the gear that you had. All the characters are customizable, so that's a very good thing that the game just casually decides that it's an important point to have down. Very minor detail. They didn't have to do that, but they did. And it's a very cool detail. Screw your superheroes. I want my philosophy. Yes. Bring on the existential dread of determining whether or not there needs to be a god in the world. Determine what the arrogance of a creator is. Experience what it means to be betrayed. Experience war, quite honestly. And the process of quite literally realizing that, like, and when I say war, I quite literally mean that. Shulk and Smash is so misleading. Shulk and Smash seems like a happy-go-lucky guy. He has Rhines, now it's Shulk time, instead of now it's Rhine time. Because I'm really feeling it. And, you know, ha 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 ha, very funny, and hee hee hee, backslash. But he's running around going, you will bear the pain and suffering you have caused us. Today we use our power to fell a god. The Smash representation has never been the most. I mean, fair, but I think some people get whiplash. Excuse me. From if they witness Smash first. Because I join this and they're like, oh hey, look, it's the happy-go-lucky character, and then it's like war, death. It's like, oh, I did not realize that this character could scream in pain like that. Agony. With the screams that still send chills down my spine. How long has it been? 10 years, like 10 years later. Absurd. Absolutely absurd. And he even he goes through the whole process of like, the Mechon, they're all just machines. They aren't human. They don't deserve to live. And eventually he finds out, like, oh, some of them are human. We don't need to... And eventually fighting even Mumkar. Where it's like, he quite literally, at that point in the game, believed he had killed Fiora. And he still decided he's still human in the end. We can't be the executioner. That whole process... Going from literally just dehumanizing the enemy to suddenly, well, like, considering them to be human. Because they are. It's a deep topic. Xenoblade Chronicles 2, the movie, is 13 hours, 16 including Torah. Yeah, Torna, not Torah. Oh gosh, not Torah. Torah, no. Very different, very, very different. Yeah, these games are incredibly freaking long by cutscene standards alone. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. Yeah. Instead of counting sheep, I count Torah. My brain always went to, instead of counting sheep, they count Armu, or something like that. But I guess counting Napon works as well. Or maybe in whatever universe X is in, count Nopon. Feel free to kill me now. I'm sorry, I had to. It's too funny. What's even better is that I've occasionally seen a streamer go and pronounce it both ways, not knowing that X even really exists. Like, I've seen a blind playthrough of someone play through Xenoblade Chronicles 1, and they have unironically called it both Nopon and Napon, not knowing that the two different pronunciations are both canon. It's great. Well, yeah. That's it. That's the end of Xenoblade Chronicles 1. I may return to it if I get bored. I may decide, you know what? Let's go fight some super bosses. Let's go have some fun with that. Let's go kick some butt or whatever. Xenogears movie is around 18 hours, 20 minutes, and Xenosaga's hour... I cannot speak. Xenosagas is around 20 hours and 50 minutes. Yeah. Seems about right. These games are very cutscene heavy, but that's fine, because the cutscenes 99% of the time feel pretty worth it. I know, I can't really think of too many cutscenes that are there that don't serve some sort of purpose. So, every single one of those hours is worth it. Let's see. I won't boot it up, because that's not the purpose of this stream today. We go into here. Go down to extra story. The load. Here we go. There is an extra story. Xenoblade Chronicles. Future Connected. I'll simply give the premise before I wrap everything up here today. Future Connected takes place approximately 1 year in the future after the events of Xenoblade Chronicles itself. It takes place after the recreation of the world, and after the Bionis has fallen into the ocean like we saw at the very end. The way it's pronounced in Nopon and X. Oh, wow, I could not have misread that more than wow. I always just pronounced it Nopon the X way before it even came out from that kind of pronunciation. It's coming more naturally to my tongue. I mean, that's fair. I think that's probably why people pronounce it both ways. Nopon versus Nopon, they both work. Either that or, I don't know, maybe the devs saw people like you and they're like, okay, we're making both canon because at this point... Sorry, I peeked the mic. We're making both canon because at this point, we can't deal with people arguing over which one is right. Yeah. Future Connected takes place with only part of the party, and takes place specifically on the Bionis shoulder. It's not as large of an area covering the entire Bionis and Mechonis like the main game. Future Connected is also significantly shorter, and is actually fairly reasonable to go 100%. In my very first playthrough, I 100% in Future Connected. People at least used to argue about the proper way to pronounce Xeno, yeah. I don't really think that's so much argued anymore. I guess that's where the at least used to comes into play, doesn't it? Yeah. Future Connected will be the next tale that we tackle in the Xenoblade series. I pronounced it the Japanese or European version, like how instead of Z, it's Z. So like Xeno versus Zeno? Is that what you mean? And you pronounce it like Zeno? Yeah, okay. Yeah, I don't think there's a wrong way. I really don't think there is. I mean, you speak English. You know just how weird and stupid this language is? Like... Yeah, Future Connected will be the next story that we tackle in the Xenoblade series. Will I play the other games? I don't know. I wanted to play Xenoblade Chronicles because, as far as I'm concerned, if you know what the person's talking about, who the hell cares? Exactly. That's basically what I get down to. Like, that's my mindset. Will I play the other Xenoblade games? I'll play Future Connected for sure, but X2, stuff like that, I don't know. That's something for future me to kind of decide. I at the very least wanted to play this game because this game in particular is the start to a series that holds a very dear place in my heart. And I will never forget it. Very unique, all that stuff that we talked about for like 45 minutes. The other games are absolutely amazing as well. I'd highly suggest checking them out, regardless of whether or not I play them on stream or not. But yeah. This will be the next challenge that we tackle. Will it be on a Friday though? No! I am removing the Friday from the scheduled stream date because everything comes out on a frickin' Thursday or a Friday and I keep on having to miss the release days by like one to play Xenoblade. So this is going to be moved to some other day. What day? I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. But yeah. That's it. We beat Zanza. Fell like God. Seized our destinies. Seized. Past tense. We fell like God and seized our destinies. Saved the world and brought peace and harmony to a large variety of people. Sure, I do love alliterations. Saturday, stars, Saturday, Sunday streams. That's clever, actually. That's clever. But I think for now, with this beautiful view and our reward for seeing the ending of the main game, I think I'll leave it here. Switch over to here. I'll keep this music on though. It's nice. Thank you for coming out. I greatly appreciate it. It's real nice to have been able to share this with someone. Remember that circular, overly yin-yang-ish symbol that some Rothians have on the middle of their chest? That sounds familiar. Why can't I remember it? Oh, those guys. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, 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 yes. I remember. Yes, 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 yes. During the PAX Prime 2015 Art and World Showcase, I confirmed that Monolith Soft said that actually represents a binary black hole system. Oh. Hold on, can I get some zoomed in art on this? This is so that Rothian skulls were designed to be a reference to Buddhism when they're seated in the positioning being... Yes, I did know that much. I don't know about the binary black hole, though. I can't find any detailed art of it with a simple search. I'll have to find some more of it later. I do remember the symbol, though. I do remember seeing the symbol. Yeah. I think it's gonna be about it for me today. You're the math guy. I wanted to run the numbers I pulled for Gears completion date. See if it holds up, if that's... I mean, yeah, go ahead, I guess. Not quite sure exactly what that means, but I mean, go ahead. Sure. I like math. How my brain works. Oh dang, okay. Xenogears complete story and plot, originally 480 hours, being 100%, spanning 6 games, roughly 80 hours per game. Final product was 2 discs, mostly on disc 1, ultimately being 40% of what was originally intended for that one episode. 40% of 80 was ultimately left, 32 being 6.67 of... Okay, that number is a bit off. I don't think that's quite right. Is it? Wait, hold on. Is it? Hold on. I feel like it should be a little higher, but I can't do that math in my head. Give me 1 second. Oh, no, never mind. That's right. That is right. Yeah, that only 6% complete, huh? That makes sense to me. You can be a nerd too when I want to. I think the fact that you even show up here means that you're a nerd. And I mean that in the highest honor. A master, you know what I mean. I do talk a lot of numbers, though, because I enjoy numbers in games. So I still think that you can be classified as at least somewhat a math nerd by showing up. Yeah. Huh. 6% complete. Dang. The other crazy thing is that as it stands, Xenogears' timeline spans 10,000 years. Dang. I don't think that's I guess I haven't played the game, so I can't speak much for it, but I don't think that's too unreasonable. I don't think that's too unreasonable. Because it's not like it's not like you play through every single year that goes on over the course of those 10,000 years. You play bits and pieces of those 10,000 years. When Perfect Work, it was shown that it was going to be 3.2 billion years from when the Zohar entered. Huh. So they cut it down, huh? Oh, I guess that's part of that whole 6% complete thing, isn't it? I'm sorry. Takahashi's original vision was 15 billion years, really. I just kicked something under my desk. I'm sorry. I saw it. It came through the mic. I'm sorry. Just thought I'd air out more useless info since it was a bit of a shorter stream. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. Like I said, I forgot that I was this over-leveled. Could have sworn that they were all like level 90. But nope, they're level 80, and I was level 90. I figured it wouldn't be a super hard fight, but I figured it would be at least even. Like, they'd be in terms of the danger icon, it would be brown, not clear. Even blue would have made it a little bit better. But oh well. That's what I get for trying to show off everything I wanted, I guess. Do I have an idea as to when I might start playing Gears on your own time? Not really. I don't know. Something tells me Gears is not going to be something I just sit down and kind of just finish in a week or whatever. It's going to be a longer game, I can feel it. So I don't know. I'm going to have a little bit of a chunk of time. I'm not wrong, yeah. I'm going to have a bit of a chunk of time where I can sit down. I think it kind of depends on how quickly I go through the games that I want to play this March. Let's see, I'm actually going to mute this. I'm sorry, I know, it's good music. And I'll switch over to this. It's also chill stuff. But I'm going to go... Let's pull up my... Sorry about my blatant fanboying. No, it's all good, it's all good. It is all good. I do have this muted, right? I do, okay. I'm gonna open up my eShop. Let's see, my current wish list and pre-orders. Yeah, so as for the stuff that's coming out soon in March, we have Triangle Strategy, we have Kirby. Those are already set to go. Let's see, when's this planning on coming out? This is planning on coming out in June, the new Fire Emblem game. Yeah, that's planning on... Live Alive is coming out in July. And then I found a different game called 13 Sentinels Aegis Rim. It looks really good to me, so I figured I'd check it out. I may decide to play that one on stream. That comes out in April. There's also a couple other games that I was kind of like, oh, maybe I'll check that out. Of course, there's always, you know, the now legally obtainable Earthbound and Earthbound Beginnings. I do want to try doing Metroid Dread with Dread mode at least once, because I know that my speedrunning tricks won't work because they require me taking damage. So I want to try doing it at least once. That's something for a day or two. So yeah, schedule's kind of up in the air right now. Seems at the current moment that May is a little bit of a dead zone. I have no clue how quickly I'll get through all the games, but if we assume that I'll get through each game that comes out within a month, May is a little bit of a dead zone. And maybe I can fit... you saw the trailer too? Yeah, it does look pretty cool. Yeah, so maybe I'll fit in Xenogears in there? Maybe that's what I'll do. I don't know. Like I said, I have no clue how long some of these games are going to be. I've kind of been... As it gets closer and closer to the release date, I try and avoid stuff on it more and more and more so I can go into it as blind as possible. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. That's kind of the reason why I'm not like doing the demo for Triangle Strategy, because I just want to boot up the game with nothing and go right into it and learn it all from scratch right here on stream. Same thing with Kirby. I'm like, I'm kind of sticking away from all the trailers at this point and stuff like that. I mean, I also thought one of the current games would hold over until March when one of them, yeah. I got fairly close. We only have about a week remaining in the month. Okay, maybe a little more than a week, but my point stands. At the very least, I have stuff to fill in the gap. I at least was prepared to fill in the gap if they didn't. So I can't say I was completely Pong stream when. I played Minesweeper before. I don't think Pong is too far out of the question. I've honestly thought about doing Hanafuda. It's been kind of my obsession. Because I know that my computer can run Hanafuna because it's on the 51 Clubhouse games. I've kind of been thinking about playing Hanafuna. Because I've thoroughly been enjoying it. It's a ton of fun. I also want to learn how to like actually get good at shogi. Because I enjoy the complexities of shogi. I kind of want to like play those on stream as well. There's a lot of like really seemingly simple games that I want to play. Like Minesweeper is genuinely fun. I know that there is actually an audience out there for it somewhere. It's one of those games that I just kind of have... You've never played Minesweeper? What? Bro. Blasphemy. I don't know. Minesweeper... I don't know, if I can actually find something that'll allow me to play Pong, then I guess I'll find a way to do it. But Minesweeper... A bunch of the roguelikes that I play, I always just keep them in the back because it's like I can pick them up. I don't have to like really commit to much. I can just pick them up and do it. With your weirdness, and I'll stick to mine. Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah. Yeah, I have stuff that I want to play. I have a log. I have a really awkward, very unorganized list that goes through my backlog. And it's weird because it contains details about stuff like, here's when this game releases, here's how long I expect this game, which is already out, to take, here's how long this game took, here's when I started it, here's when I finished it, that sort of stuff. It even includes stuff like, I dropped this game, and here's XYZ reason why, so I know to stay away from that in the future, and stuff like that. So yeah, I have a really awkward word to the Gex 2 stream. That joke is everywhere. And that one I know I do not understand. I do not know what Gex is. I truly do not understand it. Just got it from Scott the Woz. Really? I don't know. It's probably some donkey. Fair enough. It's probably a really freaking long chain of some 10,000 level meme. I don't know. I won't pretend like I know everything about internet. I will not pretend. And I will also not pretend like I will be able to understand it when I do learn about it. Sonic 07 or Riot. I don't even think I have the system to play that. That's only PlayStation. Or not. Is it only PlayStation? Well, now you're gonna actually make me go and look this up. Gosh dang it. Hold on, I gotta look up this one thing. Because now you've made me go and have to solve my unknown, otherwise it's gonna bother me. Yeah, I don't think there's a PC release for most of the Sonic games. I know Mania was there. And some of the old, like, pre-PS2 sort of stuff is out there, but I know I actually downloaded the good old official emulator of Sonic Pinball and Dr. Eggman's Mean Bean Machine. I did actually install those. Oh, that's good to hear. That's really good to hear. That's nice. That's good. I hope she continues to get better. Alrighty though. I think I will truly wrap it up now. At this point I probably should have changed the stream category over to just chatting, but oh well. It was mostly topical for most of this conversation. But I really appreciate you coming out and choosing to spend your time here. I know there's a lot of other streamers out there and I'm an itty bitty one. So it means a lot to me, and I really appreciate it. Now go ahead, and I guess I'll be a sellout now. To be fair, most of the stream was actually just chatting. Yeah. 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 To anybody who's out there looking in the background, or watching a VOD of this in the future, first of all, hi. Second of all, if you enjoyed what you saw, feel free to leave a follow. Follow us both right here on Twitch and on Twitter. They're nice and easy ways to say, hey, I like what you're doing, keep up the good work. They're also good ways to get notifications, so if you're interested in seeing more of my streams, you can know whenever I go live. Good night to you too. Thanks for coming out. No matter how you choose to show your support, it means a lot to me. I greatly appreciate it. I hope you all have a wonderful day, night, morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time it happens to be wherever you are. And hope to see you all later. Thanks for hanging out.